Yo, what is going on, guys? Another day, another video. Road to Profitability, day number 8. I'm gonna chat a little bit here. I got some updates on life, to be honest, just on some life, and then I'm gonna go over a market recap on how I missed a trade. I didn't really miss the trade, it just never came to my entry. Then I got a idea from someone. They sent me a message, so I'm gonna do some back testing, not today, but I'm gonna do some back testing personally to see if I can maybe refine my entries a little bit different, because if so, I would have caught a big move yesterday, but that's all good. It is what it is. We were correct on the buys, we were correct on what we wanted to see, we were correct on everything. It was just the entry didn't present itself and give it to us. So I'll go over that, but as of right now, I got some news. I am going up and I am going back to work. So I found a job. It fits every criteria. You wake up, you go to work quite early, and then you come home early. So I'll be getting home roughly around the 4 o'clock to the 5 o'clock mark, and then trading starts at 6. Perfect. I get home, I start trading right away. Boom, get home, shower, start trading right away. Boom, get on the market. So it's gonna work out perfect. It's also gonna allow me to dump more money into crypto. It's gonna allow me to purchase little funded accounts, more accounts. It's gonna allow me to it's gonna push me ahead. So I'm super excited on this. And I know a lot of people are like, you're excited to go to work. I'm a type of guy who likes to work, and without it, I go a little crazy. And right now I'm not really working. I'm fully like working on this, making the videos for you guys, and fully, trading and all that. But obviously, as you know, you trade for an hour. For me, it's an hour a day. So what do I do with the other hour, right? Oh, why don't you build a business side? Why don't you just, well, that's what this YouTube channel is. That's what I'm trying to grow my Instagram. I got a lot of future things I want to do, but as of right now, this is just what it's going to be looking like, because trading is my number one priority right now. I want to make sure that's getting pretty good and dialed in before I really jump into a lot of other things, so my mind's not crowded and bouncing around to different kind of things. I want to focus on one specific thing, and then that's also why I started the YouTube, because it is focused around trading. I'm learning as well making these videos, so it's great. I'm super pumped on that. The only problem is that videos may be a little bit different, because unfortunately I'm in a shared house and I don't know if these people here are going to be around a lot. And if they are around, I don't want to be making videos and talking, clanging, smashing in the background, right? I don't want to be making videos and lots of noise in the background. So I'm going to try and figure out with the videos what's going to be happening with that. How are these going to continue and how are these going to look in the future? This will probably only be for 3 months. So, worst comes to worst, change up the videos a little bit, and then 3 months later, get right back into the normal videos. But I'm still going to look to upload every single day. I'm still going to look into getting the market recaps every day, the trade recaps every day. I'll be on the charts every single day. Like, I'm still going to be on the grind. There's nothing's going to stop me on that. So that's what's going on here. But anyways, I'm going to jump into this trade recap. We did not take a trade last night. Like I said, everything worked out. It was in our favor. We just missed out on getting the entry. But let's go over exactly what I was kind of looking for coming into market open. All right, so coming into market open, we had these highs over here we had these highs all the way up here. And this was actually like my key area of interest. I wanted to see price come up to these highs before making any sort of move to the downside. This is a 4-hour fair value gap right here, which is like one of my key interest points, as well as I want price maybe to come down to the fair value gap and I continue to the upside. If you've watched my other videos, you'll understand that like I have an overall bullish bias, but we can obviously take trades to the downside as that bias is on like the daily, and we're taking trades on the 15 to 1 minute. But obviously I see this high here, I see a bunch of liquidity, there's a low here, low, and then the 4-hour fair value gap here. So I thought maybe we'd want to take out the high and come to this 4-hour fair value gap. So what I did is I sat on my hands and waited for that high to be taken, and then right away as market open, took out the high. So obviously what did I do? I was interested in getting in for shorts. So I went down to the 1 minute time frame. And we did what we do every single day. Wait for our entry. So we get this huge push here. Now, this is where the mistake was. I wouldn't say mistake, but this is where I could have done it different. So I had my eye on this fair value gap here. Now, what I've back tested in the past especially with New York session, is that New York session usually likes to come up to the main fair value gap, like the first fair value gap that was ever created. I find with the London session sometimes though, we don't get that pull back to here. What we will do is we will enter on maybe this fair value gap here, on the most recent fair value gap that was presented. So anyways, that's something I'm going to be back testing for the future. I'll probably do that today or tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'll be on the road, be pretty busy tomorrow, but I'll do that sometime this week, probably maybe this weekend I'll make a video on it. But anyways, I was looking for a trade off of this fair value gap all the way. So I wanted price to come down. We broke all structure, come back up, tap into this, and then we could take a tank down to this low here, and then the 4-hour fair value gap. Obviously, like I said, I missed out on the trade, so price did not come back up to tap us in. So I'll just go like this. If I would have taken off of this fair value gap here, I would have been triggered into the trade and it would have been absolutely perfect. But following the rules of the first fair value gap that was created, we never got that entry. Price just makes a light little retracement into this guy. And then we just literally sell off. So that would have been an absolute beautiful trade to take if it would have came to our entry. Looking at it right now, the only thing I could have done differently and better would be taking the trade based on this fair value gap here. That's the only thing I could have thought of doing differently. But other than that, we followed our rules. We did exactly what we wrote down, like waited for the fair value gap, set that limit order, never tapped us in, never got us in. We missed the move because we didn't get our particular entry, and that's just the way of the game. That's the way this is, right? You're never gonna get you're not gonna get into all the trades. You're not gonna get in all the entries. If it doesn't come back up and get into your specific entry, why enter the trade? If you're not seeing what you have tested, why would you get into that trade? It just doesn't make sense. So that's one thing that I will be testing, like I said, is the most recent fair value gap instead of the first fair value gap. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to test that and do like probably a 30-day test and see how it is. And I know people are going to say, oh, you need a lot more data than that. But the unfortunate part is this TradingView only allows me to have like 30 days back on the 1 minute. I think I have to upgrade my TradingView in order to get longer, which I might actually do that so I can back test a lot more. But as of right now, that's kind of all I got. So maybe I'll have to back test on a different pair, even though that I don't trade the pair. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes with that. But as of right now, that's what we're looking at in the trade. Can't say I'm upset that I missed it because we followed our rules, and that's at the end of the day, that's what you want. You just want to follow those rules. Those rules are set in place for a reason, and even if you follow all those rules and you still don't get the trade, or even if you lose the trade, it's still a good day because you're building those habits. You're building the good habits, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Those habits. I can't say that enough. I can't stress that enough. The better habits you build in your early stages, you're gonna be so good. You're gonna be golden once you hit like the higher capital accounts, right? Personally, I don't know that because I'm not there, but that's what I believe. That's what I believe 100%, because I hear that from so many other traders who are in the space, so many other people who are in the space who have made it, and they're all saying build those early habits, and it'll be game changing for you once you get into the higher capital, because you just take these habits and set them here. That's all you're doing. But that's the trade for the day. That's the reason why that's the market recap for the day. That's the reason why we weren't able to get this trade. Yeah, it was a pretty good day, like I said. But yeah, there's not a whole lot more to talk about other than excited for the week. I'm excited for what's to come this week. I may not trade tomorrow. I may not, because I'm going to be on the road and quite busy tomorrow. So we're gonna give it a try and see if I can trade tomorrow. And if I cannot trade, then it is what it is. I'd rather not trade on the road. Like, I'd rather not trade at all than trade while I'm super busy on the road on my phone and not in my clear mindset. So I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord if I'm going to trade or not. And if I don't trade, I'm still going to be watching the charts and talking with the Discord. So I'll still be active. It's not a worry on that end. But anyways, guys, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please subscribe if you want to see more future content like this. And let me know in the comment section if you have any thought ideas of future videos you'd like to see. I'll take a look and I will put those in my notes. Anyway, guys, see you tomorrow.